Have you ever felt like your child challenges every rule, disputes every command, and won't listen to anything you say? It feels like every day is a new battle. But you know what? Maybe what's needed isn't more punishment, it's a smarter strategy. Today, we're going to discuss how to deal with a stubborn child without having to yell, fight, or get frustrated every day. Part 1. Understand why your child is stubborn. Before we discuss solutions, let's try to understand first. Why are children so stubborn? Why do they resist orders, dispute rules, and seem unwilling to cooperate? Are they resisting on purpose? Or is there something deeper that we need to understand? Are stubborn children naughty? Many parents get frustrated and think that their child is naughty or deliberately defying authority. But the truth is, stubbornness is not a sign of a problem child. Quite the contrary. Stubborn children often have a strong will, a desire for independence, and a high sense of self-confidence. Let's look at it from their perspective. Imagine you're working with focus, then suddenly someone comes along and says, "Stop right now. Do this immediately." How would you react? Most likely you would feel annoyed, disrespected, or even angry. This is how children feel when they are given orders without explanation or without feeling listened to. Stubborn children often feel that they need to defend their wishes because they want to have control over their own lives. This is not because they don't respect you, but because they are trying to make sense of the world in their own way. What's really going on in a stubborn child's mind? A child's brain is still developing, they don't have perfect impulse control yet, and they are still learning how to express emotions and understand social rules. Here are some psychological reasons why children can be stubborn. 1. Desire for autonomy. Children, especially from toddler to teenage years, are in a phase of seeking identity and independence. When they feel controlled, they tend to fight back to show that they can make their own decisions. 2. They feel unheard. Have you ever seen a child who keeps arguing or repeating their requests over and over again? This could be a sign that they feel their voice is not being heard. If they feel heard, they are likely to be more cooperative. 3. They test boundaries. Children often test the boundaries you set to see how far they can go. This doesn't mean they are intentionally upsetting you, but rather their exploration of the rules and consequences. 4. Unmanaged emotions. Children are not always able to recognize and regulate their emotions. When they feel frustrated, tired, or stressed, they are more likely to resist orders or fight back. 5. Environmental and parenting influences. The way parents respond to children's behavior also affects how they develop. If children grow up in a tension-filled environment or are often given orders without being given choices, they can become more defensive and stubborn. Types of stubborn children. Not all stubborn children are the same. Here are some types of stubborn children you may encounter. The little leader. The child who always wants to be in charge of everything. They want to decide what to eat, what to wear, and even how the family should move. The silent dissenter. This child may not yell or argue, but they refuse to do what they are asked to do in a silent way, such as pretending not to hear or ignoring instructions. The emotional one. This child shows resistance with emotional outbursts, such as crying, anger, or tantrums when not getting what they want. The negotiator. This child always wants to argue and find loopholes in the rules you make. They often have strong arguments and don't easily accept no as an answer. Why is understanding stubborn children important? As a parent, understanding the reasons behind your child's behavior is the first step to dealing with them in a more effective way. If we only see them as a problem to be fixed, then our relationship with them will be filled with conflict. But if we see them as developing and self-discovering individuals, we can help them grow better. Stubborn children have great potential. Many great leaders, innovators, and successful people in the world were once stubborn children. They have strong will, independent thinking, and don't give up easily. What is needed is the right way to guide them so that they can maintain their passion without becoming unruly. What can we do? Now, we understand why children can be stubborn. The next step is to figure out how to deal with them more effectively. Instead of seeing stubbornness as a problem, see it as a strength that needs to be directed. Instead of giving orders for no reason, engage the child in a discussion and give them options. Instead of punishing immediately, understand the reasons behind their behavior. In the next section, we will discuss concrete techniques and strategies to deal with stubborn children without yelling or fighting. Don't miss it. Part 2, Strategies for Dealing with Stubborn Children. Now that we understand why children can be stubborn, it's time to discuss solutions. How can you make your child more cooperative without having to yell, fight, or get frustrated every day? There are several strategies you can try, and trust me, with the right approach, your child can learn to cooperate without losing his enthusiasm or confidence. 1. Give choices, not orders. Stubborn children don't like to be ordered around. The more you force something, the more likely they will resist. So change your approach. Instead of saying, "Come on, it's bedtime," component placement, try giving choices. Do you want to wear red or blue today? Do you want to clean up your toys now or after your favorite song is over? Why does this work? Because children still feel they have control over their decisions. In psychology, this is called the illusion of choice. They still follow the rules, but in a way that makes them feel valued. 2. Stay calm, don't get emotional. When your child starts arguing or yelling, what is your first reaction? If you immediately get emotional, the conversation will turn into a conflict. Remember, a stubborn child will fight back even more if you are also stubborn. Try doing this. Check, use a calm but firm voice. Children tend to mimic their parents' emotions. If you stay calm, they will learn to manage their emotions. Don't say no right away. Try replacing it with, "I understand you want to play longer, but after this we have to sleep. Do you want to sleep now or after 5 minutes?" Use positive body language. Instead of pointing or folding your arms, try crouching down to be at the child's level and looking gently into his eyes. When you remain calm, you show the child that control remains with you, not with his anger. 3. Take them seriously. Most of the time, a stubborn child just wants to be heard. Imagine if every time you speak, the other person immediately interrupts or rejects your opinion. It's frustrating, isn't it? Try doing this. Checkmark, show empathy. Instead of saying, "Never mind, you don't need to be so angry." Zrania, say, "I know you're angry because you can't play longer. I'd be upset too if I were in your shoes. But we can find a solution together, okay?" Use the active listening technique. When the child is talking, don't interrupt. Respond with sentences like, "So you feel disappointed because..." This makes them feel valued. Repeat their words calmly. This gives them a chance to hear back their own emotions, which can help them calm down. Children who feel heard are more likely to cooperate because they know that their opinions are valued. 4. Use logical consequences, not punishment. Instead of simply punishing, make children understand the natural consequences of their actions. This will teach them responsibility without feeling forced. For example, if they don't want to wear a jacket when it's cold, let them feel the cold for a while. They will learn on their own without you having to argue. If they spill food from playing at the dinner table, give them a cloth and ask them to clean it up. This makes them understand that every action has a consequence. If they don't want to clean up their toys, explain that scattered toys can be lost or damaged. In this way, children do not feel punished, but instead learn from their own experience. 5. Reward positive behavior. Instead of always highlighting their mistakes, try to focus on positive behavior. This will make them more motivated to behave well without feeling forced. Try doing this. Check. Give specific praise. Instead of just saying, "Good job," Zrania, say, "I like how you cleaned up your own toys earlier." Use a simple reward system. It doesn't always have to be a physical reward. A hug, extra playtime, or simply a thank you can make a child feel appreciated. Pay attention to small developments. If the child has always argued before, but this time they are willing to listen without yelling, appreciate it. Children who feel appreciated are more likely to repeat positive behaviors. 6. Don't say no too much. Have you ever counted how many times a day you say no to your child? Don't run. Don't play with that. Don't bother your sister. Hearing too many prohibitions can make your child challenge your authority even more. Instead, try changing the way you talk. Instead of saying, "Don't run in the house," Zrenia, try saying, "Let's walk slowly in the house, but later we can run in the park." Instead of saying, "Don't hit your sister," try saying, "Let's find another way to express your feelings without hurting others." That way, you're still giving boundaries without sounding too authoritarian. Conclusion. The key to dealing with stubborn children is patience and strategy. Dealing with stubborn children is not easy, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. With the right approach, they can learn to listen without losing their enthusiasm and confidence. Give them choices, not orders. Stay calm. Don't get emotional. Listen to them seriously. Use logical consequences, not punishment. Reward positive behavior. Reduce the overuse of the word no. Stubborn children actually have great potential. They are future leaders, innovators, and people who can make big changes in the future. What we need is not to change them, but to guide them to use their strengths in the right way. Now think about it. Which strategy would you try first? Share your experience in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more parenting tips.